Yo, hey, Timekeeper. Hôm nay tôi sẽ hoàn thành cốt truyện Reverse 1999 phiên bản 2.0. Hiện tại thì tôi vẫn chưa hiểu ý nghĩa của thành phố vàng Golden City trong tên của phiên bản này là gì. Nói đến San Francisco thì tôi chỉ biết đến cái cầu cổng vàng Golden Gate thôi. Vậy thành phố vàng là ám chỉ San Francisco hay là một vùng đất thiên đường nơi nhóm hội tà giáo đi theo Manus Vindictae hướng tới. Về câu chuyện hôm trước thì tôi có thể tóm gọn lại là tình hình khá là toang. Nhóm nhân vật chính tan đàn xẻ nghé sau khi bị khủng bố bằng dân chủ aka bom và đạn bởi ông trùm mafia Ý Laje. Mercuria thì phản bội lại nhóm nhân vật chính để đầu quân cho nhóm cuồng giáo phản diện. Dù vậy thì tôi vẫn có niềm tin là cô nàng này là người tốt và sẽ có cú quay xe từ Mercuria vào hồi cuối. Hiện tại thì nhân vật chính diện chỉ còn Racing Boy, Joe và Mannequin Pioneer với sự đồng hành cùng với cô bé khoai tây chiên Pháp là Matilda đến từ Foundation. Ba người đã đột nhập thành công đến nơi nhóm hội cuồng tín đang tụ tập. Rồi kết thúc act trước thì họ đã bị phát hiện và các tín đồ giáo phái bắt đầu cutscene đeo mặt nạ rất là đặc trưng của phe phản diện Manus Vindictae. Trong đó có Mercuria cũng đeo mặt nạ luôn. Có vẻ như tiếp đến nhóm phản diện này sẽ thành công thực hiện nghi thức tiến đến vùng đất thiên đường của chúng và cả vũ trụ sẽ bị đẩy nhanh và reset. Những người được chọn sẽ bước đến thế giới mới. Cơ bản đây sẽ giống như cốt truyện của JoJo Bizarre Adventure Part 6 với sức mạnh của Stand Made in Heaven của Pussy. Đó là tôi bịa ra chứ tôi cũng không biết nghi thức tìm đến vùng đất thiên đường của nhóm cuồng giáo này là gì đâu. Giờ chúng ta tiếp tục cốt truyện để xem mọi thứ sẽ kết thúc như thế nào nhé. Let's go. Come with me Lost Lambs. Đi cùng tao những con cừu thất lạc. Đây. Ô, có cả cả thằng Wilson này. Đây là ai? Thằng này là ai? Thằng áo đỏ là ai? À đâu, hay là đây là mấy thằng cũng trong hội của Joe. To an exclusive abode to enjoy their grace. Là sao? Đến cùng ta những con cừu lạc. The razor squad, always sharp as a scalpel, comes to an immediate halt. This doesn't match their mission intelligence.
We've lost contact with Investigator Boanish. Please reconfirm the coordinates.
Đây là chỗ hội chợ vẫn đang rất là bình thường, nhưng mà ẩn sau đấy là một nhóm tà giáo đang ẩn nấp ở phía bên kia thế giới, gọi là một vùng đất ngược lại, thế giới đảo ngược, giống Stranger Things. The contact device responds as an answer flashes on the screen, confirming Investigator Brownish. Final coordinates confirmed. Please proceed with operation.
But Captain, they're just normal arcanists and humans.
Tourists, vendors, everything in front of them is unchanged. The crowds bustle noisily.
Investigator Boanish said that she left a door at the coordinates that will take us to the ceremony site. But...
Nhưng mà, cái cửa đó. The soil beneath their feet is trembled and bare.
According to the plan, she was supposed to meet us here.
The captain crouches down to examine the soil. There are some fresh markings lightly obscured by footprints. Phải có nghi lễ, thực hiện nghi lễ vẽ cánh cổng ở đấy thì may ra mới vào được. Ở bên này là những người đang đối đầu. Matilda, Pioneer and Jay are tightly bound and kneeling on the ground. Xong, ba người này đối đầu với cả nhóm tà giáo và đang bị trói lại. The mass crowd has fallen into dead silence.
I will lead these uninvited guests to you, Legers.
What a hypocrite. Look who's the domesticated dog now, huh? You enjoy licking the boots of your owner?
You got me, kiddo.
You got me, kiddo. Jay feels a sharp, gut-wrenching pain as Ledger delivers him a heavy blow.
We're both eyeing the same prey. Remember?
Sao? Bắn. Bang bang bang. Chết luôn. A gunshot rings out and blood ships out from Jay's chest. Sao? Bắn giữa ngực. His eyes go wide and unfocused as he collapses. Sao? Vậy là Jay sẽ không phải là nhân vật chính chơi được trong phiên bản này. Jay đã teo. The apostle raises his hand, signaling for Ledger to lower his gun.
Do not sully the sacred altar. Save your fighting. You may deal with these blasphemers after the ceremony.
Blasphemous. Những kẻ
We are
phản chúa,
about to
phản
close
đồ.
the door to Elysium forever, and this place will become the exclusive abode of the children of the sufferer. Now, let us enjoy their grace.
Enjoy their grace. He raises the golden key up toward the altar. Đây là cánh cổng.
We plead.
Đến vùng đất thiên đường. Chả lẽ đây là nghi thức để hồi sinh Arcana?
Let not our
Giờ
joy
mà hồi
dissipate.
sinh Arcana thì có vẻ hơi vô lý. Vì đây là không phải cốt truyện chính mà.
Let our pain and sorrow fade. Let our souls.
Ủa, Cling, sao? Jay đã có thanh kiếm, sức mạnh, niềm tin. A sharp pain shoots through his palm. The key falls from his hand and plunges into the dense crowd below.
What?
Đây.
The party. What happened?
What happened?
Got it, boss.
Got the boss. Cat Eye Wilson. Thằng này cũng
Thanks
đến.
for making me one of the dead for a while, Jares. Sorry, Matilda. I lied to you.
Kế hoạch gì đây?
Said you have to be brave and decisive. But the truth is, being prepared is
King.
even more important.
Kế hoạch gì đây?
Damn it. The key was your target from the very beginning.
Get lost, dickwads!
Đây chính là kế hoạch
You've
của
been
đầu dây.
declawed, Grandpa. Now it's our turn. These street rats are gonna tear you apart.
Kinh. Ngầu tét. Thật ra chỉ là việc tan rã chỉ là môi nhử. Tất cả
Good
nhờ ra cho
job,
kế hoạch.
Wizen.
Wizen whips the key from the back of Beckett's arriving motorcycle. He has gathered together Jay's friends and allies just in time.
Thanks, boss.
Know?
Took hours to get the plan through Beckett's thick skull. But we nailed it.
Put the key away. Mr. Tang once told me an old Eastern proverb. Wang zhang zhuo bea.
One John Joe Bear. Tiếng Trung Quốc. The rising and falling of hum of motors drowns out the crackling torches. Dozens of motorcycles speed toward them, whipping through the mist. Thì đám racing này là racing boys, biker. The headlights beam through a darkened marketplace like a row of spotlights.
Impossible.
Impossible.
How did they get here?
Matilda, nhầm, Mercuria. He turns his hand to most devoted believer.
You! How long have you been working with these blasphemers? Huh. Say goodbye to your precious leisures.
The leader stands in the distance, shaking his head and ejects a blank cartridge from his gun.
You're a little behind on the news, aren't you?
Oh.
I am the only Lejours now, Apostle.
Ồ. Vậy Ledger là cũng thuộc cũng trở về team Jay lần này. His stare is intense.
What?
Cái gì?
Did you plan all this? No one told me a thing.
Tại sao lại có kế hoạch?
Calm down, Miss Bornish. Time was against us, and we thought that your authentic reaction would be more convincing. Gio reached an agreement with Jay before we left.
Okay, chill.
That punch felt pretty personal, though. It almost beat the crap out of me, Gio.
I couldn't help myself.
The rider next to Jay removes his helmet.
Jay? You want me to beat him up?
No, Holic. He's an ally now. We gotta look out for our friends, right?
Beckett spits on the ground, seemingly only half convinced.
Yeah, we're friends, huh?
Quay xe khét lẹt đến từ bang những người quay xe.
Still, if these sons of don't pay up to fix the garage, I'll beat the shit out of them.
The unacceptably cordial exchange is yet another disruption in his plans. Yet, the apostle seems unfazed as he raises his hand with Manus.
So be it. I have already prepared a surprise for you blasphemers. Légers, I have exhausted my pity for you. It appears your loyalty is even more worthless than I expected. Very well.
Very well.
The door to Elysium shall be shut tight. There will be no cracks for you rats to crawl through. Chosen believers, prove your loyalty.
Ok, đánh với bọn Manus rồi. His most devout believers cast off their black robes. Rồi sao? Manus believers. Manus believer 2.
This wasn't part of the plan, Jay.
Đấm rồi. His newly forged bowie knife is drawn from his sheath. The blade edge is gleamed with fire. Ok, đấm nhau. Recommend lá à? Này được không? Nghe vẻ không ổn lắm. Không sao, đấm thôi.
Wow, so many things I haven't seen. Be serious, stay focused.
Buff.
A simple Yes, be serious, stay focused. Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Please fuck it. Ui, cái camera này chắc là đám này yếu quá. Một hit, hai hit, ba hit.
Please, I know how to use it.
Một hit, hai hit.
Didn't see that
Chết không?
Did you?
Không chết. Dù gì thì cũng
A simple arcane flick. For this, please, I know how to use it. Bang, bang.
bang bang bang.
Come back. I need your feedback on our session.
Kanya quá khỏe. Mỗi tội là sustain. Fallen believers have piled up around him, but many more remain standing.
It was about time this knife tasted blood.
Yet, like a forest of dead trees, these devout believers remain a foreboding threat. And there is no question, if they were all rushed forward, the remaining numbers would still overwhelm them.
I have guided the lost for the sake of the sufferer. They have witnessed my loyalty and devotion.
Oh yeah. The apostle finds composure, but his steps are wavering and fearful.
This body, this life
is nothing compared to their great cause.
But we must make the blasphemers pay with their blood.
Không phải là leaders, giống như Forget Me Not hay là
Children of the sufferer,
Sophia.
Awaken your bodies
Sophia không biết có lên
and
chức
rip their
leader.
heads from their necks.
A figure emerges from behind him, moving with deliberate steps. Soon, one after another, more figures emerge from the shadowy crowd, or heading toward Jay.
You will die a miserable death. You will get no burial. No.
Yeah.
Your bones will be made to forever kneel to the Supreme One.
Ok, đánh boss đi. Sắp gọi boss ra chưa? However, the masked figures never make their attack. They work toward the forest.
My dear believers, where are you going?
Đây là Mercuria chuẩn bị.
Is that our priestess?
Đúng vậy, Mercuria.
You thought we were finished, Grandpa?
Vì ngay là kiểu gì cũng quay xe mà.
Did I forget to
Giờ
mention?
không ngờ cả Leisure cũng quay
The
xe.
masks you gave me were old and dusty. I couldn't give them to my kids, so I got a new set of masks made. Ones that you have no control over. You're welcome.
What can I say is that you're welcome. In the distance, the priestess removes the
In the
black robe.
depths of the woods, where whips and voices cannot reach, who is calling?
Who is calling? The voice beckons the figures into the mist.
Not even the most bewitching voice can drown out the songs of the birds. Those who dance, those who are blinded,
Thôi miên à? Hay là gì vậy?
breathe in the fragrance of the Medic,
Medic.
and come with me.
Okay, come cùng Mercuria. They find themselves within a drifting, elusive fog. Màn sương mù. Thành phố mù sương. Mercuria đang làm gì vậy? Thôi miên một đám đi theo. Parting gift, món quà. CBD. Oh, Eternity. Eternity là gì trong kế hoạch này? Vai trò Eternity là gì? Eternity cũng của team Foundation hay là team ai vậy? The apostle's limbs fall, having lost all strength. He hunches over, crumpling as if to hide from the chaos. The lights draw closer, leaving only a single torch on his head. He casts a long shadow.
Everything is ruined. I never should have trusted any of you.
Thanks for the show. Your failure was
Eternity.
magnificent. Your arrogance, your regret, and that look on your face when everything was ruined.
Ủa, Eternity là
They were
thuộc giáo
all
hội nào vậy?
just perfect.
Eternity có phải không? Kiểu macaron giống
Damn it! Where have you been, Eternity? You defrauded us.
Valentine à?
Taken every Sharpadonti.
Trong tuyến truyện
Squeezed us of every drop of
Sammy
sweat
Wise
and
là
blood.
có phải Valentine không?
You swore the ceremony
Valentine
would
là
go
theo Manus
smoothly,
Vindictae.
and that you'd pay your highest respects to the inculcator of Arcanum, the great sufferer. You
Eternity
rotten,
cũng
shameless
macaron nhưng mà
liar.
không biết là macaron
If I
thuộc
could only throw you
nhóm
into
nào.
the depths of the Gorgon current,
But then
I
Sammy
will
Wise
crack your skull and make you bear the price of my pain.
bla 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 bla. Gọi boss ra đi, ta còn đánh. He stands grabbing a rock and makeshift weapon.
I'd almost forgotten about your Mediterranean
Sure.
roots. I must say, I
Cái túi
didn't
xách là
expect
sứa
such
này.
courage from a coward
Trong
who
skin
fled a
của
battlefield.
Clink! A rock shatters into pieces. The fragile noblewoman raises her small, delicate wand, pressing it against the apostle's chin.
Your pitiful Sharpadontes are far from sufficient payment.
Sharpadontes.
No one would be stupid enough to go
Tiền.
against the Foundation for so little profit. Besides, this was
Đây
never
chỉ
part
là
of the deal.
thương nhân này, một thương nhân giao dịch. Thế nên là chỗ nào nhiều tiền là sẽ đi theo.
Do you have any idea who you're dealing
khi
with?
đang tương tác với
That's Mary
Foundation này.
Boanish's daughter, and the weapon that boy carries.
Đi theo những người nhiều tiền. Kinh. Matilda là con gái nhà giàu. The last of his courage has left as he bleeds.
But listen, if you don't help me escape, I'll never pay you the other half.
She allows her hand to drop plaintively and shakes her head.
It's true that the people at the Foundation are all misers. They're still more generous than you.
Okay.
I can give you anything. Rare wands, alchemic materials, and jewelry. Lots and lots of jewelry. I got them from the believers.
His panicking hands tremor as he reaches into his pocket. Clink clink. A pile of glittering rings, pendants and bangles fall to the ground at his feet.
There's more. I keep them in a cellar that only I have the key to.
Okay, giờ chạy như con chuột.
You're a dishonest customer, Apostle. You're lucky that your pockets aren't empty.
She retracts her wand and places it back into her pocket.
Pack your stuff. Let's...
Micaremite! A flickering light blocks the way.
Hey there, little lady. Nice to see you again.
Eternity! You're a Manus follower too?
Không.
I have no interest in the Manus. I just have some business to finish. You know I'll work with anyone if the deal is sweet enough. I'm a businesswoman. I always keep my word. I'm sure you understand that.
You're right. But that incriminates you nonetheless. I cannot let you escape. I will have to take the two of you to the Foundation. You can plead your case there.
Ok. Tôi đánh Eternity à? Ồ, phải chưa? Chúng ta đánh Eternity với này có vẻ vui. Chọn tín Eternity. Ok, ngày vui này. Một. Sao? Cho CMY sao phát. CMY sao? Đây. Team Macaron. Có tội CMY chưa build rồi. Thay cái gì? Đây là tí. Thay cái này đi. Đây đa dụng. Ok, đánh rồi.
Greetings.
CMY chơi nào vậy? Up.
That was certainly a
Take
choice.
it easy, handle it gently.
Handle it gently.
Our blood will burn.
Xem Eternity mặc đồ ngủ hay Eternity mặc đồ
Try for free. Try for free.
bình thường mạnh hơn.
My child, here's something fun for you.
Dịu đau quá.
It is here. Take it easy, handle it gently. Hey. My child, here's something fun for you.
Khỏe hơi yếu. Ô chết rồi. Wow.
The curtain.
Ô chỉ cần dưới 30% mà. Phải chưa? Đánh vui vui thôi mà.
Was that a misty bubble ball? No, the smell is stronger. I can't even open my eyes. This probably came from the Foundation's logistics department. How did she get it?
The pink mist dissipates. Matilda manages to reopen her eyes.
This?
What's this? Winifred. Đây là tên của đây, tên của Eternity đây. She turns over the business card, which reads, Dear Miss Matilda Buanish, please extend my warmest regards to your mother. Note, the crystal ball has a few cracks. Yours sincerely, Eternity.
Je suis perdue. How does she know maman?
Je know maman. Macaron sống mấy trăm tuổi rồi. Kiểu gì chả quen mọi người. Lại còn giới thượng lưu nữa. Gia đình tài phiệt này.
Everything's here. I swear.
I swear. He sweeps aside the dirt, revealing a wooden cellar door.
You have to make sure I get out of here safely. If you keep your word, I'll tell the preacher about you, and we can do more business together.
She opens the door, and a golden glow rises up to her eyes. Inside, a believer wielding a heavy hammer remains diligently at work.
Come out, believer. There's been a change of plan. Follow me. Eternity will get us out of here.
Đây là thằng này của Manus à? He climbs out the cellar clumsily.
What a huge collection of valuables. And people just handed them over to you. Looks like religion is a profitable business.
She closes the door, pocketing the key.
Oh, all right. Now escort me out of here.
I never promised any escort, Apostle. Did you ever hear me utter such a word? But
She smiles.
I did say I'd get you out of here safely.
Safely. She reaches into her handbag, slipping her hand fully into the narrow opening, closed by the most of her arm, which the tiny bag seems to accommodate without even a stretch.
Let me see. If memory serves, that tricky little thing is Here it is.
Wow.
There you go.
Cái gì
It's
vậy?
from the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Cái gì vậy?
One of a kind. This gadget was stored in their headquarters. No one could lay a finger on it. But when chaos broke out, it fell into the hands of an employee looking to make a profit.
Cái gì vậy? The apostle eyes the clockwork toy with a pang of shame and confusion.
What's this? Some kind of wind-up toy? How's this going to help me? Do I look like a complete idiot to you?
She burst into the fit of laughter.
Of course not, my dear customer. Just wind it when you need to use it. That's all, Apostle.
Boss à? Chúng ta có boss cuối là một con robot à? Sao nhạt nhẽo vậy? He's evidently suspicious.
What's it going to do? Turn me into some kind of beast? A three-headed dog or a crazed Bigfoot?
Listen to yourself. Why would I do that to a customer? You won't turn into a monster, I promise. There's still plenty of business to be done between the two of us.
Headlights beam forward in the distance.
All right, time to say goodbye.
We step back slowly, merging with the darkness of the forest.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
Time to say goodbye.
Wait!
Bye bye. The headlights come closer and closer, leaving him no other option.
Great inculcator of Arcanum, please bless this child on his knees before you. I am willing to sacrifice every drop of blood in my body so that you may be revived.
Hồi sinh Arcana, vãi chưởng. Nhớ về Arcana. He turns around without hesitation.
You, most devout believer, wind this.
Why this? He shoves the clockwork toy into the believer's hand.
Turn it. Understand? Wind the...
He guides him to wind the toy, hand over hand. The befuddled believer grasps the technique at last, but none too soon.
Listen, I have to catch that woman. Those treasures belong to the great inculcator of Arcanum. I must not let her take them away. You stay here and take care of those gangsters.
Very well. Okay. He turns, disappearing into the forest. Rồi sao? To be continued. Crick, crick. One turn, two turns. The believer's hand, driven by inertia, moves faster and faster. Crick, 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 crick. And stop. His hand grips the toy unwillingly, and his wrist and arm contract into the inhuman position. His arm twists like a wrong wet cloth, spinning into the spiral of flesh. His head shakes uncontrollably, and a searing electric pain courses up from his spine to his brain. An urge, almost as if vomit out of his very soul, forces him to the ground. Then his twitching eyes, making an engraving of clockwork. Miss Kimberly, cái gì? Miss Kimberly là ai? Khiếp, nghe tiếng chói cả tai, điếc rồi. The shadow of believer, elongated by the firelight, lingers on the ground. Tôi lại nhớ firefly này. It melts into the earth, forming a black mire, bubbling and roiling. Then the blackness spills away, revealing a beautiful figure. Cold and silver moonlight shifts to the treetops. She opens her eyes and duly lifts her head.
How may I serve you?
Thì Miss Kimberly là cũng là thuộc leader của ấy đúng không? Manus Vindictae đúng không? Lần đầu tiên gọi là bay vào cốt truyện chính chương 2 có nhỉ? Chương 1 chương 2 có. Nhưng mà không như là không rõ ràng. Rõ ràng là Forget Me Not thôi. Với cả Arcana thôi. Nhớ vẻ một leader của hội Manus Vindictae. Ủa, rồi con robot gì vậy? Con robot để làm gì vậy? Chỉ gọi triệu hồi người đến này. Cái gì đây? Con quái vật gì đây? Chó à? Chó khổng lồ to vậy. Matilda, Jay với cả ai? Đây là ai? Thợ máy à? Holic à? Cleanse your fist, reach your teeth. Đây có vẻ là boss này. Ok, đánh boss nào. Ngươi phải triệu hồi ra ai vậy? Alone.
I'll solve any problem for you, Master. Would you like me to break your creditor's neck or seduce a politician? I will obey your every command. As long as...
Đấy phải leader Manus đúng không vậy? She lowers her head again, clenching her hands tightly.
As long as you allow me to have a little bit of fresh.
A bit of fresh. She appears calm, yet frail and needy. The believer approaches her slowly. As she sees him, a look of joy comes over her face. Kill them.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, I see. I've done countless jobs like this. But could you be more specific? Who are them?
Who are them? Them! Sao? Before the burly believer can speak, a sudden arrow knocks him to the ground, kicking up a swirl of dust.
You alright, lady?
You're right, lady. He reaches out, but is met with a frustrated sound of rejection. She lifts her chin, gazing up sharply at the newcomer.
What do you think you're doing? Our conversation was finally getting somewhere.
The voice pierces her ears, his words putting a weighted stamp on the contract.
As you wish, Master.
As you wish, Master. She lifts her hands in a passionless machine-like motion.
What?
Gì vậy? The bowie knife slices against her crimson spine, producing a shrieking clamor. His blade shatters in an instant, piercing, splitting, and slicing across his cheek. His work reduced to nothing in an effortless moment. Thợ rèn nào? Thợ rèn kiếm xịn nào?
I thought one blow would do it. There's no need to struggle. I am a merciful hunter. When I penetrate your skull with this needle, you'll die quickly. You'll hardly suffer. Or would you rather I use a more ancient method? I could extract your spine and store it in a jar of formalin.
Mãi cả rút cột sống lên luôn, sợ đấy. In the distance, the roaring of another motorcycle covers their voices. Cứu!
Jay,
thôi sao?
She insisted on coming. She wouldn't take no for an answer.
Holic này thì đến vô dụng thôi.
Of course! This is Matilda's order. What are you still doing here?
Matilda.
We have captured all the peddlers and believers in the lair. Everyone's
Chuẩn bị
waiting
đầu
for
boss này. Cẩn thận này. Boss này.
Did you catch the apostle? He's crucial to our investigation.
Boss này. Cứu! Thôi xong. Né đi. Holic chết luôn. Holic chết chưa? Umbra Umbo. Kinh. Matilda biết nhiều phép đấy nhỉ. Đúng là thiên tài bên cạnh Sonetto.
You freaked me out, Frenchie. For a second there, I thought I'd have to rush you to the hospital.
Tưởng là một hit chết luôn.
My arcane skill exam scores are second to none. Of course I can deal with such a simple trick.
Chứ không phải là thua Sonetto à? Yet Jay blocks her eager attempt.
No. Matilda, Hollick, I need you to go and get all the arcanists who can still fight.
Chuẩn bị đầu boss thôi. Chạy đi, tự tụ tập tất cả những cá nhân lại đây. He leans forward, his gaze never shifting from the peculiar girl. She looks out warily at the crowd growing in front of her.
I'm just trying to carry out my master's order. Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. A hand grabs her wrist. Dùng cái gì? Kill them. Thick, swirling smoke rises from the familiar incense burner. Red mist sprawls out around it.
Oh, this will be useful. Thank you for your help. Now then.
Đi kiểu ma cà rồng, răng nanh sắc phết.
The smell! It's the mandrake incense Miss Mercuria used! With this density, we'll be unconscious within a minute!
Within a minute. She raises her hand to her face, trying to cover her nose.
Cover your mouth and nose! Try and stay awake!
However, Jay makes no effort to shield himself. His abdomen is painted in crimson red, and his every movement is bought with intense pain.
Jay, are you okay?
I'm fine. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Good thing is the pain's kept me awake, and I can still move my arms.
In little time, the mist has enveloped the entire forest. Eternity hurries along, but stops after sensing something unusual behind her.
Looks like an exciting show. I wish I could sit down and watch.
Sorry.
Enjoy it, miss.
Cái gì vậy? Eternity là ai mà bí ẩn vậy? The mysterious girl leaps.
Merde! The incense is invading our consciousness! That woman, she's disappeared! Prepare your weapons, boys! Wait, Jay, what's wrong with your knife?
He discards the remaining fragments of his bowie knife.
Fine. I'll use what I have.
He kneels.
Ugh. This sucks, Dad.
This sucks, Dad.
My forging's not even close to your level.
He removes the shaft he long kept strapped to his back and places it on the ground. He inhales deeply as he closes his eyes. Bùng cháy lên. Sức mạnh, sự phẫn nộ của người lửa.
In that moment, your father was, well, his arms were charred. There was nothing we could do.
Không phải sự phẫn nộ của người lửa.
He was dying, but he wouldn't let the sword go. What I didn't know was that it wasn't he who was holding onto the sword, but the sword that was holding onto him. The next day, the sword was gone. And I saw you holding it in your arms, fast asleep in your bed. Stay away from it, kid. You may not have chosen it. But it has chosen you.
Has chosen you.
Sorry, Mr. Tang.
Sorry, Mr. Tang. At last, he opens his eyes. Layer by layer, like a bandage is being slowly unwrapped from the wound. The blade is revealed. It shines like a crystal in the glimmering moonlight.
Long time no see, buddy.
Đây, sức mạnh của kiếm. Sức mạnh của đồ long đao. Rồi, hệ gì? Hệ beast à? Horn and tail revealed. Sợ đấy. Nghe nhạc u ám vậy. đánh ai bây giờ? Tốt nhất là nên Aziz có ấy này, gọi team chuẩn ra. Team chuẩn có những ai? Yunazi 6 đâu? Một đấy đã. Đây chắc được. Ok, let's go. Ui, phải. Vậy boss có cần sexy như vậy không?
Have a little dream with me,
Phải, nhìn.
cutie pies.
What the hell is this monster? Is this thing the girl that was just here?
Thật.
Something here is very much not right. This smoke, it must be from her arcane skill. It seems to be affecting us somehow.
Get back! Stay
Quay
away
vật
from
mình
me!
ngực này.
This sword's got a mind of its own, and it ain't happy.
Boss, she's moving.
Watch yourselves!
Can I start running?
When entering battle, gain focus scare. Là sao? Focus scare đâu? Cái này là gì? Choose and shift an ally edit 3 positions forward. Là sao? Tôi không hiểu. Tiến lên vị trí đầu tiên. Đến vị trí đầu tiên làm gì? Đó là câu hỏi khá là thú vị.
The moment of silence.
I will remember your sacrifice.
Another jar?
Another
Newly
jar?
made this year.
Newly made this year.
Benefit from reading.
Rồi, tiến lên trước làm gì? Đó là câu hỏi tôi luôn hỏi bấy lâu nay. Tại sao lại phải tiến lên về trước?
You don't wanna miss it.
You want to miss it? Đau quá, đau luôn. Trời ơi. Mình đánh con đầu tiên này.
There they are.
Con đầu tiên sẽ là nhân vật tanh. Tanh làm sao? Nó bị làm sao đây? Trừ đêm bonus 40%. Healing taken trừ 50%. Sợ đấy. Đẩy Villa lên. Thôi đẩy 6 lên đi. 6 làm sao đây? Ồ, 6 sẽ là nhân vật tiếp theo bị dính đòn này.
The moment of utterance.
Another jar?
Đẩy 6 lên, chẳng biết để làm gì. Tôi có thích đẩy này.
Charging. Loading.
We walked in long nights.
Let's get it over
Đó
quick.
có thích.
The light that illuminates all.
Bum, bum, bum.
Barrage.
How about we get a little bit more up close and personal?
Look out!
Cưa.
Got you.
Chịu. Lucy, cứu. Lucy đâu?
I admire your courage.
The moment of silence.
Charging.
Moment of silence.
Allow me to double check the battery levels. Sharp thing. Eliminate target. Aim and shoot.
Ui. Trời ơi, 6 sắp chết rồi. Không, vĩnh biệt. Đấy lý do vì sao phải như sao là nên đi lên phía trước là vậy.
We share the same dream. Functioning properly.
Không, tôi đã đi một nước cờ quá là sai. Tiếp theo sẽ là Villa.
For everyone.
Hiểu cơ chế các boss này bị đánh bay màu.
I, robot, child of science.
Sắp tới mà vào Red Boss thì tha hồ.
Faraday's miracle.
Như thế tôi rằng Wilson đấm nút một cái bay màu luôn. Đánh chơi nào nó lại chết luôn ạ. Đau quá. Ôi, mất hết Moxie rồi. Phải thật. Chỉ nó xảy ra vậy.
sacrifice.
You.
The main flicker.
Charging.
Hot tail. You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it.
Barrage.
There they are.
Tôi tự kéo Villa lên trước.
Hey, you have been terribly hurt. We must stop the bleeding.
Just
Nó có face hai tôi tẹo luôn này.
still breathing. I'm not going down like this, French
Face hai
fry.
là tôi tẹo này.
Nah, gotta check on Holic.
Holic bay màu.
No! Boss, stay back.
We didn't have to keep playing this little game. But you just won't be satisfied until it's over. Will you?
Thôi xong, face hai. Xin là xin vĩnh biệt. Ố,
And now
không
to
phải dài à?
return to my long-term
Mày đi.
mission. Rest.
6 bay màu của tôi có đang nghe mùi chết chóc ở đây rồi.
Holic!
Holic! Blood is flowing steadily from him now, soaking his waist. The two battered figures stand around helplessly. Meanwhile, stubborn Holic lies prone, gripping her tightly.
Let go! Just stay where you are!
Stay
Hide
where you
yourself.
are. The red mist has nearly drained the last of Jay's strength. The branch pierces his calf, pinning him to the ground.
Just listen to him, will you? This is starting to become bothersome.
Bothersome. She crouches down, looking at the fat man at her feet. Despite his mangled shoulder, he throws a full weight into her and keeps hold of her foot.
No! 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 I have to do this.
Sao làm cái gì?
Jay,
Ok, tạm biệt. Holic đã
tell
hy sinh.
Beckett that I didn't run away or cause any trouble this time.
vĩnh biệt.
I'm more useful than he thinks. Right, boss?
Đúng vậy.
He'll never make fun of me again.
Xin vĩnh biệt. Exhausting his last bit of strength, Holic throws the object he is holding into the air. Whoosh! A sickly sweet taste of fills Holic's throat. Em đứt họng. Sao?
Damn it!
Bay màu.
Damn it!
Damn it! Damn it! A sharp spine has pierced to his throat, and his oil-stained hands fall limp.
Fire!
Fire! A new idea flashes through his mind. He grabs his sword and brings it down with force. Sự phẫn nộ của người lửa. The blade punctures the canister, and immediately the canister is burst open, spewing licks of flame everywhere. The flame erupts around it. In the dry woods, the fires quickly spread into an inferno. The blazing fire scours over the trees and underbrush. The red mist mingles with dark grey smoke, forming a deep haze.
Are you going to?
Holic.
Holic.
Holic Manic.
It's the only way. Someone's gotta see the smoke.
Xin vĩnh biệt. Thế là đánh thua con boss à? Boss khỏe quá à? Thôi sao? Alone. Velvet Ribbon. Vẫn chưa đánh. Holic hẹo. Còn ai? It was one associated with a delicate idea. Sao từ disco lại chuyển thành nhóm đánh nhóm tà giáo này?
Enough, Jay! I really don't give a crap about what you learned on the streets. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I'd rather take my chances and die out there than stay here and never live at all.
Never leave at all. Jay kicks the door hard, smashing a hole straight through it.
You really think you're gonna build connections with the government? Rub shoulders with the upper class? You think they'll take you seriously? You're no different from any of the cannon fodder at the bottom of their system. You're gonna be fighting a battle even tougher than the one on Hate Street.
He storms forward with a domineer presence, playing every bit of role of a stern father.
Why do you think I kept those government suck-ups from finding you in the first place? Listen, it doesn't matter where you go as long as it's not the St. Pavlov Foundation. You could go to college, join a company, a hospital. You'd have a better life than anyone else.
Không vấn đề foundation. He closes the suitcase and then looks up at him with a smile of genuine warmth.
A better life than anyone else, huh? Listen to yourself. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
You finally said what you really think, didn't you, Jay? Our righteous boss and kind-hearted neighbor. But you know what? I'm not interested in comparing myself to anyone else. I actually want to do something meaningful with my life. Something beyond you. Beyond myself. Beyond the whole of Hate Street. And there is nothing you can do that is going to stop me from pursuing my dream.
Okay, không ngắn nữa, tạm biệt. He sneers.
But who's gonna help you when you're in danger? Those idiots in white robes? How can you entrust your life to the Foundation and not your family or friends? And all because of some dream you're not even sure you can realize? You know, one day you'll come crawling home and cry about how the world is nothing like you imagined. And I'll just laugh and say I told you so.
I told you so. Đáng tiếc là ngày đấy không xảy ra. She looks at him coldly.
Fine. Then laugh, Jay.
Some
people are willing to deal with pain, even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to. If I die out there, it'll be because I chose to. If that's the price I'll pay to protect everyone, then so be it.
So be it. Tạm biệt. His mocking expression falls away. He leans up against the wall and lets out a long, deep sigh.
What happened, sis? Since when did we walk such different paths?
Ever since you beat up that voodooist, who tricked me and laughed because I was a human. That's when. You beat him to a pulp, Joe. You forced him to beg on the street. Everyone here is stuck in a vicious cycle. One person tortures another, then he tortures someone else, and so on and so on. I think I found a way to break the cycle. And I'm going to try it, even if I make mistakes.
Rules are made to be broken.
I know you think you can stop anything. Bar fights, arguments. But you can't stop me.
Okay, ngắn thì thôi. She pushes open the door.
Bike's broken.
Sao?
I'll take the Greyhound.
Greyhound là cái
They're
gì?
not running today.
Then I'll walk. I'll walk until I get there.
Tạm biệt. Bye bye. Bye bye cuộc sống của cậu. Matilda stands in front of him, resolute and unshakable. The taste of blood and vomit mingles in his mouth, trickling out from behind his teeth, dropping agony tears through him from each movement.
All right, Blondie. Ready for a formal embath?
Không màn để hít rồi. Đốt xác. She realizes in a moment of terror that she is completely unarmed.
As an investigator of the St. Pavlov Foundation, I Matilda Buanish have a duty to protect the people, even at the cost of my life.
Cost of my life. Her voice wavers and her legs buckle, barely holding. This is the responsibility that the SPDM that has taught her.
Tell me, Matilda.
Z, Madame
when
Z.
you confront the Manus, are you certain that you have the courage to come face to face with death? Are you sure you're ready to serve as a field investigator?
Ok, không thành vấn đề.
I will do everything I can to protect everyone.
Ok.
With honor and dignity, I will make the Buanish family proud.
Buanish. Jay's eyelids peel chin down, dragging his consciousness downward with them. In his periphery, the jack snake's tail writhes and twists in the air. A slender figure stands before him. It is as if he sees that blue ribbon fluttering past his eyes again. Oh. He lets out the final deep cry. Cái ribbon của em gái.
Run, you idiot! I don't need you to protect me. I don't need your sacrifice.
Trước khi mọi chuyện tồi tệ hơn.
I don't care about your duty or whatever the Foundation says. I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking care.
You don't get it, do you? If you die like Holic back there, everything you have, everything you've been through, will be gone for good. Tell your boss that I got in trouble because I didn't follow the confidentiality agreement. Tell her I deserved it. And tell her that stupid big guy over there picked the wrong side and got himself killed. You've done your job. No one can blame you.
No, I decline your offer.
I decline your offer.
I will stand and fight until the reinforcements arrive.
Okay. Her hand steadies and tightens into a fist.
Just run.
Run. Chạy ngay đi.
Forget about us. Save yourself.
Run.
Some people are willing to deal with pain, even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to. If I die out there, it'll be because I chose to. If that's the price I'll pay to protect everyone, then so be it.
I wish you could have lived a different life. I wish you'd been born into a happy family, that you'd had your own room with a huge bed and lived in a beautiful, fancy house. I wish you'd been a rich girl. I wish you'd been cherished by your parents and that everyone had been proud of you. I wish you'd never known about the poverty, disease, and the war in the real world. I wish you could have slept in a room without a broken window, with a fireplace that kept you warm at night. I wish you didn't have to live in that run-down room I set up for you. I wish you could have worn new clothes that no one laughed at. I wish you could have been surrounded by kind and loyal friends.
Kiếm đã rơi.
I wish we'd never met.
Yeah.
There they are!
There they are. Tất cả đều chết hết. Velvet Ribbon. Letter home. Ồ, Jay vẫn sống mà. Lo gì. Từng chết. Confession and Realization. Bức thư gửi về nhà. Có vẻ như từ em gái.
I don't want to write this letter, but I promised myself that once we could talk as equals, I would persuade you to accept my decision.
Sure is dusty in here. I gotta clean up.
Dust on the ground shimmers in the sunlight.
I thought I would have the courage to confront you then. I thought I could tell you how foolish and selfish you were. I thought I could make you proud of me by going to places you've never been and seeing what you've never seen. But now, when faced with a mission that could put my life at risk, I realized that I'm not as brave as I thought. My hands are trembling. My body wants to run. I don't want to lose everything I have. I don't want to die nameless.
I don't want to die nameless.
Especially now that I'm so close to the life I've always wanted.
Chết là kẻ vô danh. Chết là một lãng khách vô danh.
When did you get this hole? Oh. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
I shouldn't have kicked you.
I keep thinking about what I told you that day. About how some people would sacrifice themselves if they had to. I remembered the scared look on your face when you heard that. I was so proud of myself at the time. I thought, finally, I managed to scare him. But now I wish I could go back and stop myself. I know that scaring you is nothing to be proud of. I only did it because I knew I was the only one in the world who could hurt you.
Knock.
Now that I've established myself, I can talk to you as an equal. But I found myself doubting my decision. When my colleague knocked on my door, urging me to prepare for our field mission, and he called out my name. Paulina! Paulina!
Paulina!
How I wished he were you. How I wished for you to open that door and protect me. But that thought only lasted for a moment. Then I understood where my fear came from, and why you were so scared when I talked about sacrifice. I realized that even though countless people are suffering out there, even though my colleagues have sacrificed their lives, even though more and more children have become homeless, I'm not as brave as I want to be.
Whew. All fixed. Finally. You're looking much better now, buddy.
The old hole in the door has been patched with wooden planks. Chúng ta đang ở dòng thời gian nào đây?
Mr. J, are you really selling the restaurant?
Don't worry about it. A new, even better guy will take over.
Bán cho Ledger.
But I also understand that someone has to step forward and stop this tragedy. Otherwise, our world will fall apart, leaving nothing but sadness and pain. A single drop of water can't form an ocean. A single piece of tile can't build a roof, nor can a single person put an end to a war. For a long time, humans and arcanists have been on opposite ends of the spectrum. Faced with this catastrophic event, we may all perish unless we stick together. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just a blip on the radar.
Yes, on the radar.
I'm just a weak, cowardly human.
Weak, cowardly human.
But I'm also a member of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I can finally, truly say those words with conviction. Some people are willing to deal with pain, even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to.
This is a good spot.
It's a good spot. Ciao.
Piece by piece, we'll build a shelter. And one day, the rain will stop. We can't save those we've lost. But I believe that one day, we'll reach a new era.
Đến endgame. Khi nào mới kết thúc được cái cơn bão này? Someone waves from outside the door.
We should go, Jay.
We should go, Jay. He takes down the photo, folds the letter and smooths it out. Then he slips both into his chest pocket, and just as she had once, she pushes the door open to leave. Đây đang dòng thời gian nào đây? Quay trở lại khu rừng rồi. Wow, thế là Jay vẫn sống dù bị kiếm đâm xuyên bụng. Ủa Jay có phải bị kiếm đâm xuyên bụng không? Land Looper, The Redemption of the Duck. Tại sao? Cái gì? Con vịt gì? Bệnh viện Laplace Rehab Center.
Boss, what's in it for you to join the Foundation? You know they're all liars. Those holier-than-thou officials never tell us what's really going on. Besides, if Legers has taken over the restaurant...
He clutches at Jay's clothes, unwilling to let go.
Hey, watch your mouth, kid. Your boss would have been hacked to pieces if it weren't for us.
Vậy là đội Razor đến kịp. Jay bends down and places his hands on the boy's shoulders.
Wipe your nose, kid. Legers will be a good boss. Promise.
Promise.
He'll clean up the mess on Haight Street, and after that, the poorhouse staff will get you into school. And Hollick's bike. It's yours now.
Hollick's chết. Everyone falls quiet.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Me? I'm gonna jump into the sea and try to swim.
What do you mean, boss? I thought you didn't know how to swim.
An all too familiar face emerges on the bed beside
Shut
her.
up, you noisy bastards! I'm trying to sleep here.
You shut up! Yes, no one can cause a friggin' earthquake.
The two men with their heads bandaged, bump forehead. Dum. The bucket sent by Legers is knocked to the ground.
Everyone shut up! Make any
Shut
more
up.
noise and I swear I'll anesthetize you so you sleep for the entire month.
Okay. Tiêm thuốc ngủ luôn đi. They sheepishly retreat under their cover. Jay extends his hand toward another Foundation staff member.
I owe you one, Razor.
Để kết thúc mọi việc là nhóm Razor đến.
No, you owe Meish one. If she hadn't led us to the door, we wouldn't have been able to stop that girl in time.
Đây, flashback.
As it turns out, Mercuria foresaw the whole thing and took action before anyone realized what was going on. She always does this. Once she's fixed on a goal, she never considers her own safety.
Okay.
But despite her courage,
Đúng là Mercuria người
she's
tốt.
still a living person who can get hurt. Please, promise me you'll bring her back.
Okay.
It's a shame we couldn't arrest that girl. If only we'd had a little more time to prepare.
You're up, man. You saved my life, didn't you? I'll get you pretty far on Haight Street. By the way, where's Matilda? She's supposed to take me to the Foundation today.
He hesitates over his response.
She's been summoned to report on the operation.
Ủa, thì Mercuria đâu?
I guess. It's gonna be rough. There were a lot of civilians involved, and she didn't follow her commands. She might even have her position revoked.
What? But we wouldn't have gotten anywhere without her.
A pair of hands comes up again to stop him.
Jay, that's how things work over there. If you're really planning on joining them, you'll have to learn to follow their rules.
Ok, gia nhập Vertin đi.
Where's she now?
We're not authorized to request that information.
Matilda Buanish, Madame Z, office envelope. Achoo.
What's wrong with my nose? It isn't even allergy season yet.
Ai đó đang nhắc đến Matilda.
Miss Bowenish,
Bernard.
are you all right?
With Bernard. She stands before her temporary supervisor, preparing herself for the deep brief.
I read your report last night. I must say that your judgment has given us some very important information. According to your report, the missing assets are in the possession of Eternity, aside from the most important one, which is now in the hands of Manus Vindictae. Luckily, the man in control of the girl is one of their insignificant believers. For the time being, there's a limit to what he can do with her. This, at least, is good news. You've caused quite a stir among senior management, Miss Boanish. It seems you're starting to make a name for yourself.
Thank you, Monsieur Bernard. By the way, I would like to apply to leave the Foundation during my vacation.
Okay.
I want to visit my mother in her safety house. That merchant, Eternity, and the peddlers in that lair mentioned her name several times. I deem it necessary to confirm her safety.
No problem. Give me the application form. I'll arrange it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Dankeschön. She takes an excited step forward.
Oh, wait.
His tone dampens the girl's excitement.
Someone told me to give this to you. He said you left it in San Francisco.
That's odd. I don't remember leaving anything.
Bernard opens the drawer and places the item into her hand. Blade,
He said
đây
that
là
it's
huy hiệu
proof
của
of your promotion.
huy hiệu của Jay à? Death Forest.
So, what you're saying is that you're not going to turn me back into a toy? Does that mean I can go hunting by myself? And I can choose my own prey?
Ai đây? Kill. There is no sense in his words, and as such, no clarity to her purpose.
Oh, no, I mean...
Đây là ai? But she realized something.
Could you sit down for a moment? Don't worry. All you have to do is say yes or no.
Đây là ai lại còn trong cái đồ chơi?
Or no?
Nguy hiểm vậy. Kìa, tại sao mà giết? Giết cái gì? Giết ai? The British believer swings his hammer wildly. He runs from one side of the forest to other, racing east and west with manic energy.
Okay, I get it. I know what you need. This is great.
Her eyes brighten with clarity. She doesn't need a sensible response. In fact, she doesn't want one. There's a crack in the window, a path to freedom through this madness.
I'll kill whoever you want, as you wish. Let's decide on our next destination first, shall we?
Nhân vật này là đang chưa kết thúc này. She nods eagerly, responding earnestly to his meaningless roars. She knows that this is a chance for a new beginning.
Then, let's go where you want to go.
She picks up the long, curved branch, using it as a makeshift reins to guide the believer to his desired destination. From time to time, she glances back, trying to spot the toy on him. Ủa, vậy đấy là ai? The more dangerous it is, the more praises it brings. New Age Market Incident Report. Joe Brown ở Hill. Horlick chết. And a female enemy suspected of belonging to Manus Vindictae. Ủa, thế là Mercuria là ai? Phải là thuộc Manus Vindictae không? Hay là Eternity? Mercuria đâu? Chả hiểu gì cả. Cùng với Mercuria thuộc đội nào vậy? Knock knock, who's not there? Knock knock, ai đang ở đó vậy? Chúng ta là mẹ của Matilda. An unanswered door. Nghe vẻ đáng sợ. Cánh đồng Pháp. A figure stands before the ruins. Forget me not vãi chưởng. Đây chính là leader của Manus Vindictae, một trong những leader cạnh Arcana, cánh tay phải của Arcana. He is silent as a gravestone, keeping all else at bay. Footsteps echo up from behind.
Mr. Forget-Me-Not, there you are.
Ai đây?
The Guiding One said she didn't want you to come back to this manor.
The Guiding One là ai? The figure remains silent.
The St. Pavlov Foundation has destroyed another hidden outpost in San Francisco. Don't you want to go there yourself? Let those white robes seep blood?
In the distance, a figure turns slowly. There's no trace of longing in his eyes, only emptiness and dark abyss that swallows up the sky.
Can you see it? It was once a deserted land.
What?
What?
Then countless arcanists, thousands of generations of them, sacrificed their blood and bones to build the tunnel. When it was complete, they were ecstatic. They kissed the earth in their jubilation. Yet in the end, they found nothing.
Found nothing. She noticed an old, yellowed book in his hand, but the title is no longer discernible. They lie.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
He turns his attention to something new, the trembling figure of the girl.
Never mind. I know what you're going to say. The preacher has ordered us to return. She has received a new oracle.
Preacher là Sophia, hiện tại là Sophia hay là ai? In the distance, the girl nods dumbstruck.
Let's go.
Let's go. They are leaving the quiet place. He stops again, returning his eyes to the ruins for the last time. Lần cuối cùng.
Come on, baby, move. We're in the middle of nowhere. The towing fee will cost an arm and a leg.
Ah, damn it. My baby's gonna be stuck here forever. And all for a bit of cash.
The tires sink into the mud, spinning helplessly. The man slumps back his seat, completely indifferent to the anxious passenger in the back.
The map says it's still a fair distance from the safety house. Looks like the great Matilda was count on herself once again.
Hey! Wait, miss! You haven't paid me!
He climbs halfway out the window to reach out to her.
5, 8, 20. And here's a tip too. I hope it can make up for your loss. At least to some extent. A distinguished and generous passenger such as me must be a rarity. I will walk the rest of the way. If you stay here and wait for me, I will show you my generosity again when I return.
Sure, miss.
He licks his finger as he counts the bills, momentarily forgetting his worries. Matilda retrieves her suitcase, swaying with it, waits and departs. Following the narrow path into the forest, her silhouette vanishes beneath the dark branches. Naturally, the driver remains entirely unaware of the incantation she had cast on the engine.
L'emplacement de la maison de sécurité est classifié. Je dois être très prudente.
Làm hỏng máy để...
Vestigium vanish.
Vestigium vanish. Phá bỏ.
D'accord. Maintenant, je ne laisserai aucune empreinte derrière moi.
Ok.
Si seulement j'avais un assistant avec moi. Alors je n'aurais pas à porter cette valise toute seule. Ce serait encore mieux si c'était Sonetta.
Sonetto.
Maman serait contente de la rencontrer.
Sinh thủ số 1 của Sonetto. She mutters to herself as she steps forward, leaving a trail of deep footprints.
Je ne sens pas du tout l'incantation de maman.
Không sao, có vấn đề gì với mẹ này.
Je suppose que cela a du sens. Le personnel de la place a juré que cet endroit était si caché qu'aucun Glaucus ne pourrait le trouver. J'espère qu'elle va bien.
She quickens her pace, pushing aside the thick growth. A house appears before her. To her eyes, it seems to glow with hope.
Le voilà! Je le savais! Ces stupides adeptes de Manus ne pourraient jamais la trouver.
Best
C'est l'une des
diviners,
meilleures
crystal
devineresses et guérisseuses de cristaux au monde. Elle a dû prévoir toutes les circonstances possibles et s'y
Có liên hệ
préparer.
tới Mercuria không? The light shining over the mountainside chases away by the darkness, carrying her worries away with it.
Mais elle sera certainement surprise en voyant que ce visiteur est sa propre fille exceptionnelle. Ça fait si longtemps. La cantine du SPDM ne connaît rien à la cuisine française. J'ai hâte de manger à nouveau les plats de maman.
Okay.
Le plus important, c'est que je dois demander à maman de choisir un nouvel orbiculaire pour moi. Même le meilleur artisan de cristal ne pourrait rien faire pour réparer les fissures dans le mien.
In the distance, a light from the wooden cabin flickers. Man, tiếp này. The door has been left slightly ajar, as if anticipating the arrival of a visitor.
Madame Boigny, venez voir qui est là.
She pushes the door open gently. Silence dominates the space. Kim lại. The wind drums in behind her recklessly, tearing the curtains. Thousands, even hundreds of crystal spheres scatter to the floor, like a pearls from a broken necklace. They fill the room, each one marked by the web of cracks. Thôi sao? Chuyện gì xảy ra? Chuyện gì xảy ra ở đây? Đừng bảo là GN nhé. Vãi! Chỉ là even. Chỉ là câu chuyện even sao vậy? In the aftermath of story, some memories persist. Chỉ là câu chuyện even thôi mà. Sao nó lại có thể gợi ý ra cái điều gì? Sao đây không phải câu chuyện chính? The two old friends are standing by the wall, reminiscing about the old days of the restaurant as they talk to Annie. Tôi tưởng câu chuyện even nó kiểu hơi ra ngoài câu chuyện chính tí, mà đây nó bao câu chuyện chính luôn ạ. Like Leslie. Làm gì? Mua cái răng hay không? Start here to see the graffiti wall. Okay. Feeling angry, grab a bright red. Chúng ta vẫn chưa biết số phận của Mercuria như nào. Vẫn còn quá nhiều câu hỏi chưa được giải đáp. Chả lẽ chúng ta có phần 2 nữa? Phần 2 của chuyện San Francisco. Don't worry. Penia. Why to paint? Làm cái trò gì vậy? Spicy jalapeno rings together. Okay. We will survive. Just sleep, all of you. Please turn right now. Since you have new life, you don't like a single brick of hatred. It's all my fault. We will survive. We not go on believing we must struggle. Bài hát thì nghe nó tồi tệ vậy. Cái máy này giờ là sao? Thật là không ngờ. Tôi tưởng đây chỉ là một cốt truyện phụ chơi vui vui. Ai ngờ nó lại liên quan mật thiết tới cốt truyện chính như vậy. Tại sao cốt truyện này lại không được đưa vào cốt truyện chính, một chapter gọi là chapter special vậy? Không phải cốt truyện chính đâu, đúng rồi. Sau Vegas Sam chưa có cốt truyện chính. Đến như vậy đến 2.1 hay 2.2 2.2 Đây là 2.0. Bản sau thì sẽ là một cốt truyện phụ khác. Mà 2.0 cốt truyện này có vẻ nó có cái kết không trọn vẹn lắm. Lại còn mở rộng ra cho nhân vật Matilda, mẹ của cô ấy. Không biết có bị làm sao. Với cả Mercuria này vẫn là một người rất là bí ẩn. Chưa biết cô nàng ấy đi đâu sau cái bị kia. Cô ấy là người tốt hay là thuộc hội Manus Vindictae vậy? Quá nhiều câu hỏi cần giải đáp. Ok, hôm nay tôi chơi đến đây thôi. Giờ tôi sẽ đi làm nốt, đánh nốt mấy cái này, sau đó lấy tiền và build Mercuria lên I3. Mình kêu tôi I2 rồi. Cần 189, cần 11k nữa. Ok, bye bye. Thank you cả nhà đã đón xem. Giờ tôi out đây. See ya.